Finding someone you're compatible with is already hard. Now you got to throw finances in the mix of it because you're in a long-term committed relationship. This makes things so much more complicated, and this is because couples don't know how to handle their joint finances and they make big mistakes. After all, the way a couple spends their money can affect every aspect of a couple's life. But the good news is you can avoid these money issues that can come up in a relationship. You just have to know what those issues are and make a plan to ensure that these issues won't come between you and the love that you have for one another. Hi, my name is Sabrina Alexander and I'm the owner of Financial Bliss. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you the 5 most common money issues that can come up in a relationship and how to avoid them. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so we can get more money and relationship tips every week. The 5th most common money issue in a relationship is failing to set your joint goals. Now, as a couple, if you don't know each other's goals, then you're not on the same page. And then if you're not on the same page, then that's when the arguments and the tension can begin in a relationship. Now, it's okay to have individual goals, but you really should be working on setting goals together as a team and working on them as a team. Some common joint goals may be to pay off your debt, where you should be doing that as soon as possible, because if you have less debt, then you'll have more cash to apply to your other goals. Another type of joint goal may be to live on less than what you earn. Avoiding debt is just as important as paying it off. So make a budget that's between the two of you, and this budget's going to help you live within your means. Establishing a rainy day fund is another type of common joint goal that you can set together. Let's face it, we can't control every aspect of our lives, so it makes sense to save some cash, put it on the side for the unexpected things that can happen in life, like having a car repair. So try to save up $1,000 in the beginning, and then just try to build it up from there. As a couple, you want to carve out some time to do a brainstorming session and list out your needs and your wants. And then you want to understand what the costs are behind it to achieve these goals. And then you want to prioritize them in the way that you want to accomplish them. So tell me, what are some of your goals that you are working on together in a relationship? Why don't you share them in the comments below? I love to hear them. The 4th common money issue in a relationship is refusing to compromise. So you know how they say opposites attract? Well, it's the same thing in finances. You'll have a person that's a spender who ends up with a person that's a saver. And then you'll have the person that's a planner who's going to end up with somebody that's more spontaneous than them. It's not a bad thing, though. It actually balances the relationship out. But the twist to it is you have to respect each other's view on money and then find a common ground. It's not about getting your way when it comes to money. It's about discussing the financial issues until you can reach an agreement that works for both of you. I mean, isn't your relationship worth it? The 3rd most common money issue in a relationship is being too controlling or judgmental. Now, money is already a sensitive topic to many people, and when you're controlling or judgmental, when it's time to make a joint financial decision, then it's not going to help any situation at all. No one likes to be told what to do, and no one wants to feel that their partner doesn't respect their choices. If a person feels that the relationship is stopping them from buying what they want, then it can lead to major problems. Controlling or judgy when it's time to make a purchase can lead to a lot of arguments and financial infidelity, which I will talk about later on in this video. But this doesn't mean that you should go out and be irresponsible on purchases, or that you should be okay that your partner is being careless on spending, but you should allow some leeway for your partner to spend. You can do is try to decide on a set amount that you're able to spend with no questions asked, and don't judge what your partner buys. You may not understand it, but it doesn't give you the right to veto it. It could be important to them, and it shouldn't make a difference, because as long as it can fit in their budget, you shouldn't even control it or judge them for what they do spend their money on. The second most common money issue in a relationship is not talking about money. Now, we've already said that it's a sensitive topic, and many people don't want to talk about this with their partner. And in fact, sometimes when money becomes argumentative in a relationship, you try to avoid talking about this topic with your partner. But that's not the answer either. In fact, if you don't talk about money, it's a big mistake and can lead to problems down the road. And trust me, I know this. I've been there. I've done that, and I'm not trying to go back. You and your partner should be having regular conversations about your finances. I encourage you to go on what I call money dates at least once a month. And on these dates, you're going to talk about your goals and how you're going to accomplish your goals, and even how you're going to celebrate your success once you achieve these goals. You want to go on these dates with a will to listen and an open mind. And don't make these dates so dreadful. Have fun with them so you look forward to them every month. The number one most common money issue in a relationship is financial infidelity. Now, financial infidelity is where you're dishonest about your money or your finances. It's one of the biggest problems, and it's one of the most common problems that can come up in a relationship. It's where you're lying about what you purchase, or you're hiding your purchases, or you're just dishonest about the assets that you have. The result in this is, if you catch your partner lying, or if you're caught lying about your finances, then it can cause a trust issue in your relationship. And when you're dishonest about your money, then it can cause problems, such as when you're trying to buy a home together and you have hidden credit card debt, then it can cause that to be delayed. This is something you both want to agree to never engage in. You want to be able to talk openly about your finances, and when you do this, then you won't feel the need to lie about your purchases or your assets or in any other part of your financial lives together. Don't let these common money issues ruin your relationship. It's not worth it. Instead, try to find a way to compromise and be transparent when it comes to your financial issues. You both are going to be a lot more happier, especially when you learn to respect each other's money decisions while having some cash to spend on your own as you please. I've used these tips with my husband for now 15 years, and we're still going strong. I know that if you use these tips and if you put in the hard work, you'll have a strong and healthy relationship as well. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like it and share it with your friends. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and tell me, how long have you been with your special someone in the comments below. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.